So, basically, my tablet lost its battery, so I'm gonna have to like continue, I guess, my my reaction while crouched up against the bedside because my plug isn't very long. So I'm gonna have to like do this for now. Oh god, it's a little weird to see Dawnbreaker Zayne every time in his Dawnbreaker outfit. Just as Zayne enters the house, I finish roasting the tangerines he bought. When I glance out the window, I realize the snow has finally stopped. Did your relative leave already? He must have a strict family.
Yes, he needs to go home and write his reflection paper.
There's a distant quality to Zayne's voice. I sit down beside him and hold out one of the roasted tangerines. I wonder if it's gonna work again, because every time I try doing this, it doesn't work. Maybe if I use my pen here, it'll work. It works with my pen! Okay, I'll start using my pen then. The weather is perfect for roasted tangerines. Try it. He stares at me for a long time before finally eating a piece of the tangerine. Alright, I need to attach my hair real quick. Wait a second. Alright, I got it attached. Alright, good. let's go. Okay.
You don't want to know what happened during the past few days when I disappeared?
If the explanation is going to be filled with medical jargon, then no. As for the rest, Zayne will tell me when he wants to. And if he doesn't want to, then that's his choice. And that's his choice. Why can't my chair turn around? Like, okay, it needs to be lifted up. Okay, wait a second. Alright, I'm back. He can't help but smile at my deliberate emphasis on those last words. He takes the half-peeled tangerine from my hands. Soon after, a warm orange slice is brought to my lips.
I said goodbye 3 days ago because I had accepted Carter's invitation. I'll be joining the Fountain of Vitae research project.
Huh? Seeing me choke and cough several times, Zayne raises his hand to pat my back.
It's ultimately an excuse. Something unexpected happened, and the nightmare arrived before I could carry out my plans. Lately, Oxo Hospital has received a large influx of unusual cases involving protocore syndrome patients. Some died shortly after hospitalization. Others transformed within a month and became...
An alterum. Zayne nods.
All these patients had recovered at Val Sanatorium after entering a medical pod called the Rebirth Cocoon.
Val Sanatorium, according to the news report this morning, is the first phase of the Fountain of Vitae.
Carter told me that Ever will soon hold a press conference to demonstrate the Rebirth Cocoon's effectiveness to the public.
Wouldn't that mean more unsuspecting protocore syndrome patients will go to Val Sanatorium?
We can't let them do as they please. I want to stop Ever's plans, not just for the protocore syndrome patients.
Zayne trails off as he lowers his gaze.
I want to make amends for a mistake. One that should have been corrected years ago. Yet it still haunts me to this day.
William. I realize that for Zayne, this carries a greater, more painful significance.
I know I disappeared without a word before, but... will you come with me this time?
And join Evernote! Asking me like that isn't fair. I know he helped me so many times before, so I'd agree to any request he makes. It's just... I still need a reason. Now that he's finally revealing everything to me, I won't let him have his way so easily. What's in it for me? The whereabouts of the ether core, dirt on Ever, or more leads about that biometric key? A few sweet words aren't enough to make me risk my life with you. I need a more convincing reason.
Do you remember what you told me about the deep space collision chamber at the Gaia Research Center?
Yes, they conducted experiments to create me, their precious energy source.
Ever plans to restart that project. The new program they're showcasing at the sanatorium might be related to it. Isn't that a very convincing invitation?
Dazed, I see something flicker out of the corner of my eye, a fluffy white tail. Zayne and I turn around at the same time. Chi-Chi, aren't you supposed to be with your owner? Crouched near the robot vacuum, Chi-Chi whimpers. Those clear, innocent round eyes look at me first and then at Zayne.
You're staying here to watch the house.
I guess he does have to take care of it after all. Hey, another mosquito! Are you kidding me? There's only 2 mosquitoes, but at least there's not a lot. Ugh. In the white testing facility, a row of circular medical pods lines the room. Surrounded by soft silvery light, they float in the air. Their translucent walls gleam with tranquility. Exquisite and graceful, like meticulously crafted Why is it written like my name? Chrysalis. Des Crystalis. They pulse and contract with the rhythm of beating hearts. At any moment, it seems their contents might break free and soar toward the sky. We're using Zayne's Arctic version. I really like this version because it has a nice sound to it every time he uses those big spikes. It goes poo, and it's very fun. This is gonna be hard because it's going to be using his very weak memories, which is not really good. It's not really fast and efficient. Oh, we're fighting!
We don't have much time.
Oh, I hate luminivores.
Let's go.
Oh,
Okay.
Look at that sound. Oh, I love that
Make sure to dodge
sound.
the attack.
I hate swords.
Stay
Why
safe.
is it a sword?
Don't get distracted.
Go back to the pit you came from.
Ugh.
Keep your distance, or else you'll get hurt. It's your turn. It is weak. Now's our
Oh,
chance.
now.
Offense.
Is the best defense.
Victory is within reach. It recovers. Be careful. Don't rush. Let's see what it's up to.
Zayne,
Stay safe. Don't get... It's your turn.
no problem.
Keep your distance, or else you'll get hurt. Things are getting more challenging now.
I'll show you.
Oh, not again. Zayne, be
Offense.
careful.
Is the best defense.
Come on. Why is it like this?
Let's go.
Okay,
Why is it locked?
my turn.
Let's call it a day.
I'll give it a taste of our strength.
It's not working.
It is falling
Go
apart.
away.
I'm okay.
Oh, now
Let's
now
take
it
it down
decides to let it be.
Keep your
Okay.
distance, or else you'll get hurt.
Hey, one last strike.
It's getting red.
Yay! Oh man, we could have beat that way sooner. I'm not sure if I gotten. Oh, I did. I got 3-starred. Oh, okay. Guess that was. Ow, my back hurts again. Fuck. White sepulture. Okay. The nice good old road. It looks like the same road we were driving on when we first met after the After driving west on the highway for 2 hours, patches of green vegetation finally appear amidst the desolate landscape. Looking through the window, I can see the distant dome of Val Sanatorium loom in the morning mist. After yesterday's events, we decided to tour the sanatorium as visitors to investigate. The Fountain of Atay, the Rebirth Cocoon, the press conference, none of these can be tackled in a single move. However, we can assess the situation first before planning our next move. Are we almost there? I feed the last cookie to Zayne as he drives. He nods and takes a moment to gather his thoughts before speaking.
There are things I need to tell you. The technology used in the Rebirth Cocoon is from a research project Carter and I worked on when we were in medical school.
Oh, I read that.
Back then, I began researching the application of protocors in implantable devices under Dr. Noah's guidance. It was also something I was interested in personally. At first, the research progressed smoothly. Yet when we started doing experiments... We need to stop researching this.
He sounds a little younger here.
The protocor energy has completely corroded the heart. Our experiment failed.
But the heart started beating again. It just grew some black crystals, that's all.
Carter, no, Carter.
Did you know? The lab mouse we performed a protocor implant surgery on transformed into a wanderer and devoured its fellow test subjects. Zayne, our experiment wasn't a failure. We succeeded! We've discovered humanity's next evolutionary form! We definitely need to visit that barbecue place near the campus tonight to celebrate.
The experiment didn't lead to new life. It turned people into wanderers, minions of a protocor. It was a Pandora's box that should have remained sealed.
That was said during the trailer. Okay.
I destroyed all the related research data that day. I hope to keep this truth buried forever.
But Carter didn't see it that way, huh?
No. He named it X-Heart and took it to Xander Sciences. It was later implemented in the Rebirth Cocoon, which is the first step in the Fountain of Atay.
After finishing his story, Zayne falls silent. However, his grip on the steering wheel indicates he's still caught in his memories. This is the mistake he wanted to make amends for. Oh, damn mosquito. Not wanting him to dwell on the past, I clear my throat and lighten the mood. I used to think about how if we had gone to the same university, I would have dragged you out to have fun every single day. We'd watch the flowers bloom in spring, enjoy the summer rain, collect autumn leaves, have snowball fights in winter. But based on what I heard, you must have been too busy to do any of that with me.
Not at all. In our lab, we always said it's best to take a 4-hour break while data is being collected. Then we can see the results after. So during those times, I would have been available at least.
Come on! Are you kidding me? Ugh! I hate it when Spotify does that to me. And even if it is Love and Deep Space audio, but still.
I was joking.
Joking of what?
If you were there, I would have always made time for you.
Aww. Aww. The car turns to a newly paved road, passes a sign that reads Val Sanatorium, and comes to a stop in the parking lot.
I'm not familiar with the sanatorium's interior layout. If you encounter any danger during this visit, remember not to go in alone.
Don't worry, I'm a professional. While I speak, I catch a glimpse of White approaching us. Oh god, don't tell me it's Carter. It is Carter! No! Carter, who's here to receive us, wears a casual white business suit. Only a navy blue butterfly pin adorns his collar. Butterfly? Navy blue butterfly! Butterfly effect, maybe? Reference to the butterfly effect?
Have you been waiting long, Zayne?
No, we just got here.
Carter leans down toward the car window. Upon seeing me, his eyes crinkle and his smile widens.
When Zayne called about needing 2 visitor passes, I had a feeling you'd be accompanying him.
I compose myself. Smiling politely, I step out of the car, just as I'm about to speak.
Let's skip the pleasantries and head inside.
Oh, it's, this is... interesting. Following Carter, we enter the long corridor that connects the parking lot to the sanatorium's lobby. My gaze falls on the emblem at the entrance. Under the curved shape are the following. Eternity vanquishes evolution restraint group. Without a doubt, this is Ever's logo. Carter activates the scanner, and a white light immediately sweeps over Zayne and me. A cheerful electronic female voice speaks.
Visitor identification verified. Zayne. I am Telomere, the AI management system of Val Sanatorium. Welcome to our facility. We hope you have a good day here at the sanatorium.
The doors slide open, and we enter the first floor lobby of Val Sanatorium. Pristine white surrounds us. The ceiling is unadorned. Its white surface seemingly integrated with the recessed lighting system along its edges. Beneath our feet, a gentle light bathes the white marble floor and illuminates every corner of the lobby. This place seems...
Bright yet oppressive.
Yeah. Pristine, silent, and unchanging. It's as if time itself stands still within these walls. In this environment, Zayne and I stand out like 2 stains on an otherwise white canvas. A few doctors in white lab coats pass by us. Although they were quietly discussing patients' medical conditions, they nodded in Carter's direction.
Since Zayne personally asked me for visitor clearance, I should give you 2 a proper tour.
I don't trust this guy at all. Do you guys trust him? I don't trust him. I don't trust that guy at all. Side by side, I never trusted him. The moment I first met him, I did not agree with what he was saying at all. Like in Zayne's anecdotes. Neither in the main story. In case you didn't see that main story thing of.
I see.
Wait. I did not. I skipped something. Wait. Side by side, we follow Carter as he leads us to the reception desk in the center of the lobby.
Tay finally caught your interest. All those phone calls over the past month weren't in vain.
He's still not... Oh my gosh.
But I'm curious. What made you change your mind?
Carter stops in his tracks by the reception desk. He turns around, his signature smile returning with narrowed eyes.
You kept talking about humanity's future. I wanted to see if it would actually come to pass. Besides, nobody knows Exhart better than me.
Carter's eye twitches. After a long silence, he suddenly erupts into a fit of laughter and shatters the lobby's tranquility.
Good. You've convinced me. Everyone deserves a second chance at redemption. Remember, Zayne, I gave you this chance. And what about you, Miss Hunter?
When I receive this question, I deliver my carefully prepared response. Since Zayne is joining the research project, I wanted to see what it's all about. Carter tilts his head. His gaze flits between Zayne and me before settling on Zayne. The amusement in his eyes is obvious.
I see. Even the strongest relationships need a solid foundation. I'll make sure you get a good position here.
He turns around and shakes the brochure stand next to him. The neatly arranged brochures scatter in disarray. The neatly arranged brochures scatter in disarray, and he pulls out 2 copies with a smile. He gives them to us.
The only downside to this place is that it's too by the book.
What does that mean?
But I guess that doesn't really affect you, Zayne.
2 by the book. What does that expression mean? I've never heard of that expression before. It's about complicated medical cases. The thin booklet methodically categorizes various diseases that conventional medicine has yet to cure. It's like a university department, and the facility's patients are eager students with a thirst for knowledge. A commotion breaks out in the distance. I look up. It's a group of elegantly dressed visitors being led into the lobby by a receptionist. They're being guided upstairs for a tour. On the staircase leading to the 2nd floor, several patients in white hospital gowns are walking down the steps. I expected to see many high-profile figures in this place, but even then, I never thought I'd see her. Karen is 43 years old, is a war correspondent. She won numerous prestigious journalism awards. Karen. She spent years reporting from the front lines, faced countless life-threatening situations, and has earned a large amount of respect in society. Is that the person who made that book about, in the world underneath that Karen, is she the one that made, that book about the, the protofields? A year ago, she was attacked by a wanderer, got protocore syndrome, and rarely appeared in public since then. I've met her a few times at Exo Hospital. I heard she was also one of Zayne's patients.
Dr. Zayne, it's been a while.
Noticing us, she comes over to say hello. Zayne acknowledges her with a slight nod.
Ms. Karen?
Someone of her caliber choosing ever? That's probably the best endorsement they could ask for.
I heard that when she left Axo Hospital, she had less than 2 months to live. Her daughter had just learned to say mama when you handed her a death sentence. How cruel.
Dr. Carter, the patient in room A504.
Carter gestures for us to wait a moment. Then he takes a few steps to discuss something with the man at the front desk. Noticing my silence, Zayne stops in his tracks.
What are you thinking about?
It's nothing. I just realized that Ever seems to have a knack for exploiting human vulnerabilities by any means necessary. How else could they gather people from different backgrounds and beliefs and make them devoted to a single cause?
The key to obedience isn't promising heaven, it's using hell as a threat. After all, everyone fears illness and death.
Who are you? Footsteps, accompanied by a familiar voice, approach from behind. I turn.
We meet again, Miss Hunter.
Who is he?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Benedict, Director of Val Sanatorium.
What the? That was uncalled for. The music. You. From what I remember, he had another identity. I met him at the place where an Alterum died. Ah! Why does that keep happening? You're the detective who spoke to me that day.
I'm honored you remembered me, Miss Hunter.
Okay. Whose identity has... Oh, wait. He smiles, not with embarrassment of someone whose identity has been exposed, but with the composure of a performer waiting for the audience's reaction to a grand reveal. Alarm bells ring in my mind, but he quickly shifts his placid gaze to Zayne.
It's been a while, Dr. Zayne.
Ah! This really freaking annoys me! Ugh. Wait. Alright. I think I fixed the problem. Oh my goodness. My back hurts. And, it's over. Okay. So we meet that detective, and now there's another challenge. Oh, you gotta be kidding! You gotta be kidding me! Oh, okay. Perfect. Now this one's gonna be short. It's not gonna take a while. Oh. This is gonna be so long. I wish I could edit out most of it. Alright.
Lemuria's seas will never dry up. Come, my shark is hungry.
Now.
Oh, wait, I wasted that.
Why are you getting closer to it? Come back here. Knife. Keep your distance from it. You were too close to it.
Raphael.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm okay. Let's take it down first. Bring it on. It was just a scratch.
Pathetic. I was just warming up. That wasn't so tough now, was it?
It's
now
over.
I got my mosquito and now I don't know where it is. Ugh. Another one, of course. Ah! My back. Yep, another one. They probably put it at level 34 and whatever, just so that so that new players can start, you know, farming these and stuff. It's just like with Silas. I started playing the game with Silas instead of starting playing the game for the rest of the
My
chapters.
hands aren't just for painting.
If not, I would have met Raphael and the rest
My
of the
shark
things,
is hungry.
like way before. Oh, why did I do that?
Bring it on.
Pathetic. I was just warming up. Don't underestimate the power of fire.
Oh, you're so pretty and so handsome.
Come back, come.
Okay,
My
hi.
shark is hungry.
Now.
Alright. Let's
Back
end
up.
him and
Let's
let's
see what
watch
trick it
him
has up
while
its
he
sleeve.
fights.
I need you.
If that's your wish.
Oh
It
no.
was just a scratch. My turn.
Retreat for now. We'll beat it up later. That wasn't so tough now,
That was
was it?
slow.
It's over.
Yeah. And quit. Alright. Now there's no more. At least I hope. I'm pretty sure there's at least 3 of them before the next chapter. Yeah. Oh, do I really have to use Zayne? Okay, fine. I'll use first year Zayne. Oh, so that's why there's the tower in the Arctic. Wait a second. I remember one time people online were noticing things like in the background where there was people like talking about there's something in the Arctic. Oh my god! Look, see that in the background? Can you see that? Elysian cervix, yeah.
It's your turn.
No problem.
Freaking hate this thing.
Bring it on.
Look at that! You see that? You see that? That
Keep
is
your
the
tempo.
tower.
Eat this.
Watch out.
Oh shit.
I'm okay. Let's take it down first.
Come at me.
Together.
It is weak. Now's our chance. Victory is within reach. It is falling apart. Threats are only
But
temporary.
did you see that tower thing,
Melting
right?
like snowflakes.
That tower thing is actually the fractal library. It's also where the kid came from, I think. I don't remember his name. I don't remember the kid saying what his name was. Oh. Hi, Zayne. Benedict extends his hand as a friendly gesture. Zayne barely returns the handshake before quickly withdrawing.
Wait, you two know each other? Why didn't anyone tell me?
Dr. Zayne and I met at Mount Eternal. However, it was a brief encounter.
I remember. I didn't expect us to meet again here.
When Benedict is introduced, I learned that he was once a distinguished doctor. He served as a mentor for a group of new recruits during the Battle of Mount Eternal. However, he withdrew from the position at the halfway point for personal reasons.
We're not officially open to the public yet, but this sanatorium has already become the preferred choice for many patients.
I do not trust him at all!
As the director, I'm truly grateful that everyone has embraced the philosophy of the Fountain of Vitae.
It's nothing. Through the glass walls lining both sides of the corridor, the sanatorium's new patients can be seen. They're undergoing a physical examination. Each patient is accompanied by their assigned medical staff member. The checkups proceed quickly with virtually no waiting time. When you hear rebirth cocoon, what comes to your mind?
Metamorphosis.
Outside the ascending elevator, the stark whiteness gradually gives way to green. A vibrant garden appears before us. And suddenly, everything clicks. When someone returns from death's door, and this is the first thing they see, crescent-shaped corridor encircles a towering tree, surrounded by emerald-like grass dotted with vibrant flowers. The area overlooks a circular azure lake. They'd feel like they've been given a second chance at life.
To be frank, we need Dr. Zayne's help to improve our experiment's success rate.
He speaks as if he's discussing statistics rather than matters of life and death. If there's still room for improvement, shouldn't you inform your patients about this so-called success rate?
They're aware. The patients who've been given terminal diagnoses voluntarily agreed to participate in the experiment. It's a deal with mutual consent.
Okay.
Besides, who would choose to wait for death's certainty when given the chance to roll the dice of fate?
Third floor.
As the elevator doors open, an unexpected gust makes me squint. Before me is an unfamiliar white corridor. It's empty and clean. The corridor is lined with separate rooms on both sides, and through their semi-transparent glass, I see an egg-shaped experimental pods. Ugh, that looks like those like pods from that one movie called I think it was like Lost in Space or something, where people were in experimental pods and like trapped in like ice or deep freeze for like a long time, and then one of them wakes up and then the other, like the guy like makes the other girl like wake up from her shell, and then they have to wait for another 800 years to go back to Earth. It turns out like they can't because of a glitch. Here are the rebirth cocoons. Their mysterious nature has been revealed. Mounted on bases lined with energy circuits, they emit a gentle glow. Contrary to what we expected, Carter and Benedict seemed quite willing to show us everything. Yet what we see feels like a meticulously crafted exhibition for the visitors. The light bathes everything in soft, warm tones to create a sort of cocoon effect. Given the air filtration system can be adjusted to simulate different scents based on mood. Every detail was made to spark a desire for life and create an illusion of truly being alive. A soft hum fills the air as fluorescent blue energy flows through the tubes and rapidly enters the chamber. The connected monitor displays the birth cocoon's interior in real time. Inside, a young girl receiving treatment clutches her chest as she takes deep, labored breaths. Pain covers her already pale face as she breaks into a cold sweat. Her hands tremble, and she soon starts convulsing. Seconds after the device activates, her breathing steadies at a remarkable rate. Her convulsions stop. As time passes, her breathing finally becomes regular. Exhausted, she closes her eyes and seemingly drifts into a deep, dreamless slumber. The video feed sparkles with light as text appears to indicate the treatment is complete. Benedict presses a button on the wall, and the treatment room's smart glass returns to its opaque, milky white state.
Dr. Zayne, these should interest you the most.
This kind of reminds me of when, you know, in Abyssal Chaos, there was this one, guy, I think, that we were helping, and he would go into that little pod, right? The pod would close in, and then he would, fall asleep in it. I guess this reminds me a little bit of that.
The treatment consists of 7 sessions. Patients show significant improvement in health indicators after each one.
He hands over a document that contains experimental data from several test subjects. Zayne's eyes lingers on the first page for half a second before turning to Carter, who's standing to the side with a self-satisfied look.
I won't be sugarcoating anything. Your experiment has failed to meet its objectives. You've lost control of the cellular mutation process.
You could have used a little bit of sugar.
No.
Zayne, the rebirth cocoon is our most successful experimental product to date. Our ultimate goal is to achieve humanity's perfect form through genetic and cellular reconstruction.
By using what? Without a hint of emotion, Zayne glances at him. Then he taps the data success rate column with his knuckle.
These numbers are far from perfect.
Summon's using his expertise well.
As the creator of Exart, I can tell you that your so-called success merely uses the existing technology to temporarily delay the disease's progression. And if it fails, there's a likely chance that the patients will transform. Then they'll begin to turn into wanderers.
Every treatment carries risks. If we only relied on your safe methods, then...
Zayne closes the files and hands them back to Benedict. His expression remains calm through the exchange.
Of course. I understand you're challenging the impossible. That's why I decided to join. I enjoy challenging the impossible.
As they continue their thoughtful verbal sparring, my gaze is drawn to the curved floor-to-ceiling window beside us. Outside, patients in white hospital gowns walk across the verdant lawn. They create an unexpectedly peaceful scene. At that moment, my heart detects a strange energy. It pulls me forward. This feeling, it's just like before when I was in the ruins of the Gaia Research Center. I gently nudge Zayne. He understands and takes a step to converse with Benedict and Carter. Then he successfully leads them away. After making sure no one's around, I slip into the descending elevator.
You're not allowed in there, miss.
I see.
You can't go there either. Miss? Visitors are restricted to the public areas on the 1st and 2nd floors. We aim to respect our patients' privacy.
I turn to meet the receptionist's polite yet wary gaze and nod. Alright then, I'll head back. It was that way, right? I point to the spot in the distance. Confused, the receptionist turns to look, and I prepare to make my escape. But I'm yanked by the hem of my top. A faint energy I've sensed disappears. Who yanked us? Undercurrent? Undercurrent? Oh. In the hallway, the receptionist has finally noticed my disappearance and is looking everywhere for me. The sliding door closes. I turn around, cautious, only to find myself face to face with someone familiar.
You're the young lady who accompanied Dr. Zayne.
Hi, Miss Carrie?
Allow me to properly introduce myself. I'm Karen, a patient with protocore syndrome.
Okay, it's pronounced like Karen with an E, but it's with an I. Okay. A sliver of light from outside filters through the Venetian blinds. It illuminates her gentle features. She extends her hand, thin yet steady, toward me. I politely return her handshake.
I know you and Dr. Zayne are here to investigate the Fountain of Vitae. Or rather, the rebirth cocoon.
Yeah.
However, the press conference for it is coming up, and you're not the only ones keeping an eye on things.
You said exactly what I was thinking. Are you also undercover so you can gather information? She nods, but after a moment passes, she shakes her head.
Sort of. My original reason for coming here was simple. I wanted to live. Isn't it strange? After all, I was a war correspondent who once risked everything on the battlefield. Yet, after returning to civilian life, I'm afraid of death. I even believed in far-fetched promises.
When it comes to matters of life and death, I have no right to judge, let alone interfere with others' choices. Yet I also wondered, if I were a patient, would I pin my hopes on this experiment despite knowing full well how absurd it is? But I hesitate, unsure if I should reveal what I know.
You want to say that this experiment is turning people into monsters. Those things called the Alterum. I was there during the Battle of Mount Eternal. I saw people transform into monsters with my own eyes. Whether you're trying to stop it or investigate it, 2 people won't be enough to treat this as a simple matter.
She turns around and opens a drawer. She takes out a small, elegant notebook and hands it to me.
This may seem sudden, but I need your help. And I believe you might need mine as well. It'll be necessary to prevent this press conference from taking place.
But why would you... Questions flood my mind, but I can't find the right one to ask.
As it stands, I'm their most successful test subject.
That visitor just disappeared around here.
The receptionist I managed to shake off earlier hurries toward us. Karen responds with a slight smile.
Take this with you. When you get out, tell them you saw the patient in room A107 faint. You were just escorting me back to my room.
I understand, thank you.
Miss, how did you end up here? Is there...
Hi guys, I'm back. Now we're going to go back to the main story. Undercurrent. I don't remember where we were at, so... Yeah, hope for the best. The sliding door closed as I turn around, cautious to find myself face to face with someone.
You're
Okay, yeah.
How? Sort of. Isn't it strange? Yet, after returning to civilian life...
When it comes to matters of life and death, I have no right to judge.
You want to say that this it'll be necessary to prevent this...
I think we got out of here. I understand, thank you.
Miss, how did you end up here? Is there anything I can help you with?
The patient in room A107 just collapsed. You should check it on her. While skeptical, the receptionist quickly summons doctors and nurses. The quick response suggests Karen's presence carries a special weight here. For my first visit at the sanatorium, uncovering these crucial leads is more than I could have hoped for. As for those secrets that lie deeper in a shroud of mystery and finding a way to stop Carter and Benedict's plans, that will take more time. I wonder how Zayne is doing. I should act like I don't know anything when I meet up with him. Pushing these thoughts aside, I carefully hide the notebook on my person before heading toward the main white building. As the tour is about to end, Carter is once again urgently called away by his assistant.
As the creator of Exhart, seeing your technology destroyed because of a momentary lapse in judgment. Do you feel regret or disbelief? I had imagined both reactions, yet I see neither on your face.
You must have been away from the operating room for too long, Mr. Benedict. You seem to have forgotten that showing emotions on one's face is the most ill-advisable thing a doctor can do.
Benedict smiles and chooses to ignore the sarcasm.
I'll be honest. I don't trust you, Dr. Zayne. But no one else has your outstanding qualifications and experience.
Well, I'm telling you right now.
It's precisely
Dr.
why
Zayne,
I want to
that's
bring
the
you
guy
on
you can
board,
trust.
even when I know you don't agree with our philosophy.
Since you're being candid, Mr. Benedict, I'll also discard the pleasantries. As I've said, I want to challenge the impossible. We each have something to gain, no? This collaboration could work.
Mm-hmm.
Is challenging the impossible your only reason? Will you really let others handle your life's work? Don't you want to find out who created those Alterum?
You certainly enjoy speculating about others' feelings.
I just can't help but wonder, if your bold experiment back then was completed, would the results have been different? In any case, Miss Hunter will tell you about her impressions of the tour after she's done with her disappearing act.
Well, little does he know that the Alterum is actually, like, that their experiment is actually the cause of the Alterum, so. The clamor from downstairs seeps through the window and causes subtle vibrations in the air. Calm as always, Zayne meets his gaze.
I look forward to our cooperation in the future.
Mm-hmm. I should probably open my light. Thawing snow. Oh! This suggests something super cute and sweet. And just like that, our first tour comes to an end. After leaving the sanatorium, life with Zayne seems to have returned to normal. Barely finding a moment's rest, he rushes between Axel Hospital and the sanatorium. For the time being, Ever seems preoccupied with their grand vision with the Fountain of Ate. The leads related to the Ether Core have also gone cold. Meanwhile, the Protocore Syndrome cases are multiplying at an incredible rate. Axel Hospital's emergency room is constantly overwhelmed. Medical teams worldwide continue to test new treatments, but the results remain disappointingly ineffective. It's as if a deity somewhere in the cosmos, and uncertain about the world's fate, keeps listlessly rolling the dice again and again.
Aren't you supposed to save people's lives? My wife is critically ill, and you're just letting her die.
Where's Dr. Zayne? Isn't he the leading expert on Protocore Syndrome? Why can't he see us first?
Doctor, my child was perfectly fine yesterday. Why did the condition worsen?
In the break room for the Division of Cardiac Surgery, the doctors and nurses can finally get a few minutes of rest. Exhausted, they slump into their chairs.
We're humans, not gods. We want to take care of everyone too.
In 3 days, Ever will officially unveil the Rebirth Cocoon at their press conference. It is designed to treat Protocore Syndrome.
Oh no, that's even...
We interviewed Ms. Karen, one of the first patients who underwent this treatment. She will appear at the press conference. We might be witnessing a medical revolution. Only time will tell.
Everyone remains silent as they watch through the transparent partition in the door. From the corridor, they observe Zayne's focused expression.
Isn't Dr. Zayne supposed to be on leave?
Officially, maybe. I bet he's just busy with other projects.
Things just aren't the same without Dr. Zayne here. Seeing him around makes me feel at ease. It doesn't matter how exhausted I am.
Yvonne lets out a deep sigh and turns to open the storage cabinet. With practiced ease, she breaks 2 dietary glucose sticks and hands out to her colleagues behind her.
Let's eat these and give it our all.
It's 7:10 p.m.
Doctor, if I get sick, will I turn into a monster?
No.
Really? Lou from the bed next to me said these crystals will eat us and turn us into big monsters.
Dr. Zayne, I'd like to process my child's discharge papers. If you could
Lexi's condition has shown improvement. I advise you not to transfer hospitals at this time.
But everyone's saying Ever has a new treatment. We really want to try it.
Using those cocoons would only transform her into a wanderer. Oh my god. 2 a.m.
The pulmonary artery aneurysm has ruptured. There is insufficient blood volume for circulation. Dr. Zayne, we can pronounce the time of death.
Time of death, 2:23 a.m. Notify the family.
Using the wall to support myself, using the wall to support himself, a teenager in a warm green hoodie staggers along. He stops to catch his breath after each step. Every organ feels twisted and turned inside out. His nerves scream from the agony and pain. They threaten to rob him of his strength to stand. His vision blurs as he collapses against the wall. His arms shake uncontrollably as he tries to brace himself. Something races beneath his skin.
I'm not a monster. I don't want to become a monster.
The violent urge surges through him once again as he stares at his hands. They're covered in sharp crystals. He's fighting against the impulse to plunge them into his own heart. Yet he can't bring himself to do it. Cold snowflakes fall onto his body that's reached a fever pitch. The man's steady footsteps approach. He stands at the end of the road, his tall figure nearly blocking out all light from the street lamp. The teenager can still make him out, however.
You're the killer, or the doctor. We meet again.
This isn't a coincidence. I'm here specifically because of you.
Is that so? Am I turning into a monster?
That's some really good voice acting, not gonna lie. He forces his eyes to close for a moment. Even his vision is starting to blur. The man clad in black slowly approaches him. The teen feels an unexpected sense of peace.
I knew you'd save me.
Just as something foreign bursts through his skin to strike at the man before him, the teen hears the crystalline sounds of ice forming beside his ear.
It'll be over soon.
The patient in room A103 is experiencing memory loss, continual emotional detachment, and exhibiting behavioral patterns that differ from usual. 3 days after entering the rebirth cocoon, the boy from room A210 disappeared without a trace. The patient from room A379 experienced a violent episode while awaiting treatment. The rebirth cocoon's performance has improved. I was chosen as the ideal test subject. They believe I'm the closest to success.
The notes Karen gave me consist almost entirely of observation reports on the other test subjects. Her journalist's instincts made her distrust this research project from the start. She had already noticed something was off about it. This is... A worn, creased photo slips out from between the notebook pages. Its edges reveal the countless times it's been handled. In the photo, Karen is holding a little girl who's no more than 3 years old. Both of them are smiling at the camera. Is that her daughter? I quickly understand why she wants to live despite her doubts about this project. When did you get back? The breaking dawn appears outside the window as the sky grows brighter. Despite it's just my imagination, perhaps it's just my imagination, but I think I see those black ice crystals on his arm again. But when I move closer to check, it seems I'm imagining things. Zayne watches me without saying a word. I realize that I only came over last night to help feed Chi-Chi, but I got so caught up in analyzing the clues that I accidentally fell asleep on the couch. Sorry, I went a little overboard when I made myself at home. A moment passes and a faint smile tugs at the corners of his lips.
Is there a passcode in this house that you don't know?
I clear my throat and hand him the notebook. I try to prevent us from getting sidetracked. In any case, I believe Karen is our best lead right now. Recently, Ever has made a public announcement about their best test subject who will make an appearance at the press conference. Unlike those big spenders and socialites, Karen has a positive, approachable image. She also has a good reputation in the eyes of the general public. They're trying to use her to build public support and convince more people to believe in their cause. By giving me these notes, she probably hopes that I'll help her stop the press conference, or even put an end to the project altogether. So I thought, after a while, I've been talking to myself, and then he hugs me from behind. Zayne?
Yes, I'm listening.
A man who listens. A man who listens. His embrace is gentle, as if the slightest touch might shatter something fragile. Did something happen?
It's cold.
Just think someone who's like snow could feel chilly. I pause before turning around to embrace him. Oh my god! I'll stop talking about Ever. But if you're really tired, please, make sure you rest properly. Will you do that for me? At least he has MC with him, bro. At least he has MC with him. Countdown! Oh no! Countdown for what? Wait a second. I'm just gonna come back real quick. Wait a second. Okay. So hello again. I got something to eat and, yeah, countdown. Let's see where this is headed. Oh, he's got tulips in his house. Wait. Oh, there's flowers. There are less than 36 hours remaining until the press conference for the Fountain of Ate. Before returning to the sanatorium to stop it, Zayne and I quickly come up with a plan. I need to approach Mrs. Karen again and figure out a surefire way. Ah! Oh, she's calling Josh. Okay. Meanwhile, Zayne, who already has connected with the core researchers, will cover for me. Whether it's diseases, wanderers, or the outer room, they all stem from humanity's instinctive fear of things beyond their control. The deeper this fear takes root, the more likely people are to mistake absurdity for miracles. Yeah. And whenever appears as a savior, they all gain a congregation of devoted followers. Zayne, the energy source I detected wasn't my imagination. I'm still not confident in utilizing the spatium core, but another visit might help us discover something new.
All right.
Zayne nods. I was prepared for a lecture about not abusing my power, but he says nothing. Here, put it on. To ensure the mission goes smoothly, I borrowed cutting-edge equipment from the association. The state-of-the-art invisible earpiece, modified by engineering prodigy Simone, is now no bigger than a grain of rice. I also have a small energy firearm. It's capable of bypassing most detection systems currently in use. I place the earpiece in my ear and gesture for him to come closer. Zayne obliges and leans down. One cough is enough to turn the mic on, 2 coughs to turn it off, and tap to adjust the volume.
Thank you.
I'm not sure why you're being so polite, but as soon as the comms channel opens, deafening audio feedback blasts my eardrums. I clutch my ears in pain. I stagger back, and just before Chi-Chi's mischievous attempts to trip me succeeds, Zayne catches me by the waist. He can't help but laugh, but this is the first time in days that I've seen genuine joy in Zayne's expression.
You...
I frantically clamp my hand over his mouth. Wait until I adjust the volume before you speak. I can feel his smile widening beneath my fingers as I use my other hand to adjust the earpiece. Sound check. Zayne, say something.
You've never asked about the reason for why I picked that as my research topic back in medical school.
He remained close to me, his breath warm against my ear. It's almost like I can hear his heartbeat. The path of medicine is a noble pursuit, Dr. Zayne. You strive for academic excellence. You also want to find a meaningful purpose in life.
It's a good guess.
Back then, when you decided to destroy what could have been a world-changing discovery, you didn't hesitate?
Correct.
It's the kind of honor most people would cherish for a lifetime. Yet he seems genuinely unbothered by it. Zayne must have chosen to stop the experiment because he foresaw the consequences of its potential misuse.
I had considered including your name in the acknowledgments of my paper.
I nod as I secure my firearm to the holster strapped on my thigh, and I double-check my equipment. Only you thought about it? You didn't actually do it?
It wouldn't have been right for our names to appear on the same piece of paper without your permission.
Before I can process the meaning behind his words, a rustling sound suddenly comes from the window. A piece of bean-shaped ruby chocolate falls. Clattering, it rolls to my feet. I look up to see that the last pack of chocolate snacks from the cabinet has been taken down and torn open on the floor. Chi-Chi lifts its face from the snack package, which is bigger than his head, and licks the chocolate residue off his face. Wait, what did you eat? My body moves before my mind can catch up. I quickly pick up Chi-Chi and check the empty package. You ate all the chocolate? Animals aren't supposed to eat that. God. Can those animals even eat chocolate? I don't know. Butterfly in a bottle. Oh no. As Nin approaches, the car enters the sanatorium parking lot. Since Zayne holds an internal role here, he's been granted limited clearance to the facility. I plan to slip in while he keeps the receptionist distracted.
Safety first.
You too. He doesn't look back when he leaves, but he subtly raises his hand for a quick high five as our positions shield it from view. With my biosignature concealed, the omnipresent security cameras scans. The omnipresent security cameras scan doesn't trigger anything. Their red indicators blink before moving on. Dimitri might be crazy, but I have to admit the ID camouflage chip he gave me really is useful. The lush trees and flower beds scattered throughout the sanatorium provide the perfect cover. Dodging staff members in the courtyard, I make my way to room A107. From memory, that's where Karen is. The staff will change shifts at approximately 12 p.m. There's a small window of time. To be more specific, there's a small window of time where no one checks the rooms. My shoes scrape against the smooth wall as I wait for the staff to leave. Once they're gone, I slip through the window. Karen's eyes widen slightly at my entrance, but she remains quiet. Sorry. With the press conference coming up, they tightened security. I could only use this method to visit.
I expected as much. You're clever for figuring out how to find the perfect moment.
I understood the message you sent when you gave me those notes. That's why I'm here. Are you really going to give up? If we take this chance, you might actually have a shot at making a full recovery. Karen shakes her head.
After surviving so many close calls on the battlefield, I'd say death has already been more than generous.
She reveals a peaceful smile and looks at the sunlight streaming through the window.
When I first entered the cocoon, I dreamed. And in that dream, I had made a full recovery. I got to watch my daughter grow up. I was there for every important moment of her life. At her wedding, I hugged her while crying. But the face reflected in her eyes was unmistakably that of a horrifying monster.
Her gaze dims. Outside the window, a butterfly drawn to the artificial flowers in the vase crashes against the glass again and again.
When I came to my senses, I realized I wasn't hugging her. My hands were around her throat. I only wanted to hug her. So why did I make her cry?
Sensing my hesitation, she pulls the ivy line from the back of her hand.
My dear, have you heard of Zhuangzi's butterfly dream?
Yeah.
I've always wondered who was really dreaming. Was it the butterfly? Or Zhuangzi himself? If I can't tell who I am anymore, then the whole world has become my cocoon. The time I still have doesn't matter. I've made my decision.
What would you like me to do?
The press conference is scheduled for noon tomorrow, less than 24 hours from now. In an hour, they'll place me in the cocoon for my final examination. You need to locate the cocoon's power supply and cut it off completely.
No. The cocoon is connected directly to the test subject's consciousness. A sudden disconnection would lead to unpredictable effects on her already fragile body.
Don't worry about me. I'm prepared to face the consequences.
What will the people think, bro?
Finding a suitable test subject like me isn't easy. Trust me, this is the best way to stop them.
I'll find a way to get you out of there.
Even if you could carry me, my body wouldn't survive a strenuous escape.
I know she's right. Once the guard's shift ends, they'll quickly discover their most important patient has disappeared. Every exit in the sanatorium will be sealed off by then.
If this is to be my final battleground, then you must help me. Please.
I understand. Ugh, this sucks. This sucks. This sucks. After leaving room A107, I move quickly without any hesitation and stay out of sight.
Did you hear? Patient A379 suddenly lost control and became violent just now.
What?
It's fine. Dr. Carter said that was normal.
Eek. Along the way, I quietly took down several orderlies and receptionists who spotted me. The sanatorium is massive, as many areas are restricted. A blind search could last until nightfall and still be a failure. What I sensed that day, it must have been the cocoon's energy core. I take a deep breath and activate the spatium core's power once more. My vision ripples and expands like waves. A faint energy trail leads me toward the guiding thread. Like a guiding thread. My drifting consciousness slowly seeps through the sanatorium's public areas. The garden... I was reading that. The garden and throughout each patient's room. If I can't just find the energy core... If I can't just find the energy control hub... Following the faint energy pulse, I find myself at the end of the corridor that connects to the public area to the garden. There's a door almost seamlessly integrated into the wall. Without hesitating, I push it open. Large enclosed space gradually reveals itself. Behind this door lies an unexpectedly serene forest. Strange, there are no guards present. Only an unsettling silence hangs in the air. My watch hasn't sounded any alarms, and there's no detectable signs of biological activity among the vegetation. The energy source pull grows stronger as it tugs at the power flowing within me. It's as if I'm being guided in a specific direction. Past the forest's winding paths, an unexpectedly elegant old building comes into view. That must be it. The energy readings are at their strongest here. In Xavier's main story thing, we're going to be meeting that guy that we saw in his branch, right? Trustworthy colleague. Zayne? With Zayne's help these past few days, the Cocoon's data and performance have shown improvement. Carter is in high spirits. He genuinely believes that his junior has switched to the dark side. No, has finally seen the light.
I remember you were sitting right next to me when we talked for the first time. Do you want to join my research team? Before that, we all thought you were just some stuck-up child prodigy.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Noah used to say that one person can go fast, but a group can go far. Besides, your theoretical research was undeniably superior.
A look of surprise appears on Carter's face.
Back then, you were the youngest and quietest out of everyone. Who knew you'd be the most forward-thinking, boldest student in the lab? You went ahead and performed what we didn't dare to imagine. And you'd pose what we didn't dare to ask to the most distinguished of professors, until they were left speechless.
Walking and talking as they pass through the streamlined skywalk, the two soon arrive at the sanatorium's central platform. As dusk approaches, light filters through the hemispherical dome-like delicate silk. It bathes the courtyard in soft, warm hues.
I understand that Ever wants to use tomorrow's press conference to improve the Fountain of Vitae's credibility. But the rebirth cocoon still needs to be further developed. It's not ready to be revealed to the public.
Why not? We've prepared the best testing equipment, and all the data will be presented to the public in the most accessible format. Besides, we already have a suitable candidate for a public demonstration.
He turns to Zayne and his voice becomes more eager.
Zayne, do you remember what I asked you the night Exart succeeded?
It did not succeed. It turned into a wanderer.
I asked if you wanted to change the world with me.
Carter turns to survey the crowd in the garden below, his figure reminiscent of a smug creator gazing upon their creation.
We stand at the center of all our achievements. I assure you that success is within our grasp.
What exactly do you mean by success? Are you talking about unpredictable success rates? Or how quickly you dispose of your defective specimens when they fail?
The smile on Carter's face freezes, and then it slowly disappears.
In the past, they were patients you fought desperately to save.
Thanks for the reminder. I almost forgot how pathetically incompetent I used to be.
He seems like he still is. He seems like he's way worse now than before, bro.
Why is it that when I was a powerless doctor, the lives lost under my care were somehow forgivable?
Because at least they died with dignity and did not become wanderers? I wonder.
But when I strive to be a pioneer, you suddenly care about the injustice done to those who were already destined to die. When did you become such a coward, Zayne? That incident at Mount Eternal?
How dare he? You know, my mom, I was talking to my mom about this whole storyline plot, and she was like, oh my gosh, poor baby. Yes, poor baby, man. Oh my fucking god. Carter, you are.
Let me rephrase that. You've always been better at confronting death compared to me.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up, Carter. Carter is the bastard that is telling Zayne that he's a coward for not making people like become wanderers and everything. Carter is the guy that wants to he thinks that it'll salvage everyone, that it'll save everyone, his stupid project and all that. And Zayne is like against it, and we are as well. And like because his like cocoon thing is that like because he's the one that made it, right? And like the cocoon thing is making people become like wanderers. So we're trying to stop that from happening. An uncontrollable impulse surges within him. Fortunately, a voice comes through his earpiece and pulls him back to reality. Zayne, I found the location with the strongest energy signatures. Non, c'est pas en train d'influencer les méthodes scolaires. J'ai fini mon examen de français hier. J'ai fini mon examen de français hier. C'est pas aujourd'hui. Y'a rien. Oui, c'est juste des études. Après qu'il va finir ça, m'a faire des études. Puis m'a finir ma page là, de one-pager. Oui. Oui. Va juste terminer ça parce que c'est tout ce que j'ai à faire. Dans le jeu, je veux dire. Just in case, you can get clearance from either Carter or Benedict. Zayne composes himself, discreetly tapping the area near his ear as acknowledgement. He looks at Carter. Pressing his finger against his chest, Carter's icy stare lands on Zayne. His mocking tone from earlier vanishes.
The heart beating in my chest belongs to someone else. I can't live an insignificant life.
Oh, so he's got a heart transplant.
Zayne, I understand the meaning of death far better than you do.
Excuse you? No. Hey, Carter, you fucking bastard.
If these sacrifices are necessary, then so be it.
Zayne, I know that look. Zayne, Zayne.
We're about to solve humanity's greatest dilemma, and you're still too young. Ugh!
His limbs are forcibly frozen to the wall. The surveillance cameras freeze just as they turn. Their red indicators go dark.
You? Zayne, you dare to freeze me?
The statute of limitations hasn't expired yet for your academic plagiarism.
Carter's briefly freed hand is sealed in ice once again, and his frantic struggling is frozen as an awkward, rigid pose.
You can't be serious. You're bringing this up now? The end justifies the means. Let me go!
It was a joke. But I need you to stay still for a while, Carter.
Are you planning to destroy the cocoon or cut off its power supply? The sanatorium has 6 independent operating systems. Pulling the plug won't be possible.
If this place allows someone with malicious intent like me to freely come and go, then that just shows how confident all of you are.
What are you actually trying to do?
Carter glares at him. His junior pauses thoughtfully before calmly shaking his head.
I won't tell you this time, Carter. I have a more trustworthy colleague to work with now.
He's talking about us!
You didn't come here alone this time. What's that girl up to? This is murder! You're taking away these patients' only chance at survival! Zayne, you ungrateful traitor!
You might be smart, but you're weak and short-sighted. Security!
One layer of ice appears to seal his mouth shut.
You said this place was perfect for heart-to-heart conversations, since no one would disturb us. I'm afraid you'll have to stay frozen for a while.
Oh my gosh! Sorry. Oh my god.
Carter, you're not doing this to save lives. Nor are you doing it to save humanity. Everything you've done is to merely fill the emptiness and soothe the fear you have when confronting death.
Zayne takes out the palm-sized access card from Carter's pocket. Zayne's gaze doesn't meet his. It lands on Carter's heart instead.
I doubt the heart's donor wants it beating in the chest of an executioner.
Ooh, damn. Oh, he probably so. Oh my fucking god. Oh, Zayne. Oh, you've never been hotter. You've never, for someone so cold, you've never been hotter. You have never been hotter, Zayne. So hot. Ooh, nice background. A holographic display takes us up half of my field of vision. The green dot representing Zayne is moving toward my position. Ooh, that's so nice. That must have took hours upon hours for people to make that. At least 10 hours for someone very talented. Not expecting much, I take a deep breath and place my hand on the door. To my surprise, it opens with a gentle push. Light streams through the glass dome and lands on the floor. It reveals an elegantly decorated reception hall. The space is completely empty. Only the sound of footsteps echoes to break the silence. Zayne, I've sent you the coordinates. That's where the energy core is.
Don't worry. I'm just...
As soon as my hand touches the railing for the staircase going up, the scene before me flickers and vanishes. The comms channel is dead. I pull my hand away and take half a step back. I turn as colors fade. Like running water, they flow out. From the ceiling, walls, and floor, they all melt into an endless expanse of pure white. It's like a white tomb.
I'm honored you decided to visit.
Benedict? Eggs Benedict, oh my god. I hear a slightly amused voice behind me. I whirl around to find Benedict standing in the middle of the reception hall. I'm not sure when he appeared. While I'm startled, I need to look composed right now. You've done a good job at preparing for the press conference, Mr. Benedict. It's all going well without you. He touches the wall, and the white space suddenly dissipates. It returns to its original form, a reception hall.
Miss Hunter, you should have been the...
What? Oh, dinner's ready. Okay. Alright, I'll come. Carter is absolutely a douchebag. Okay.
Most successful test subject. It's a shame you weren't one of ours.
The fuck? Nah.
After all, every experiment here exists for one purpose. To create beings just like you.
Oh my god. When will these guys stop it already? A gunshot explodes in the empty reception hall. Oh my gosh, I remember! That little thing, that little ramp, that's probably where Zayne is, went into. And that's where, this is where the scene starts. Oh my god. I'm tired of hearing you ever people talk about the same thing. Let's skip the formalities and get to fighting. Just as a bullet approaches him, crystal shards suddenly burst from his arm and pulverize the projectile.
Oh, right. I forgot to mention something. I'm one of the Cocoon's successful specimens.
You could have said that earlier. I quickly switch out the regular bullets in my magazine for energy rounds designated to fight wanderers. Then I shoot at him. But Benedict seems to have anticipated this. At his signal, several shadowy figures surge forth from the darkness. Several Ultramen move with inhuman speed. Like savage beasts, they lunge out toward me. You're calling for backup already? I guess you aren't really a successful specimen. Quickly stepping to the side and spinning, I dodge in the nick of time. The Ultramen crash one into one another. I don't plan on dragging this fight out. Zayne will be here soon. Fighting the energy core's location is the highest priority. I activate the spatium core sensing ability again. There's a faint energy signature coming from the top floor of the building. And then everything before my eyes become indistinguishable once again. As the light shifts and wavers, a thick fog appears from out of nowhere. It rolls in and blurs even the faces of the Ultramen.
Play with them for a while.
My senses stop working. My vision is plunged into an endless void. Overwhelming dizziness washes over me. Desperate, I try to stay conscious in spite of the vertigo, but my legs give out and I collapse onto the cold floor. I know I've reached my limit. Just before I lose consciousness, the sound around me fade. In the void, I feel someone firmly grab my wrist. The churning sensation of instability vanishes when I open my eyes. Zayne! Yeah!
Are you okay? Where does it hurt?
Oh, Zayne! Under the flickering light, I can barely make out Zayne's worried expression. Before I can say I'm fine, a shearing pain erupts from my chest and flows through my entire body. I press my hand against my chest, but this physical pressure does nothing to ease the pain.
Stop trying to sense it. You look pale.
I grab his hand. Gritting my teeth, I tell Zayne everything that had just happened.
After them! Where did they go?
Don't speak. Keep your breathing steady.
Zayne quickly surveys our surroundings. He pulls my arm over his shoulder and helps me walk. It's not there. Go straight, past that barrier. We pass through the wall. The Ultramen are right behind us, but it seems they were fooled by the elusive hologram. Thankfully, the space hasn't been warped. Zayne pulls me into an empty room and slams the door. Ice covers it, but the Ultramen have us cornered. They claw at the frost and create this sharp grating sound. Everything in front of me blurs into patches of color. I try to grab Zayne's hand again, but my strength fails me. My hand weakly slides down his sleeve. Oh! Zayne?
Zayne?
Oh god.
Why am I tied up?
It's done.
What did you inject me with?
A suppressant. The energy in your heart has surpassed your tolerance threshold. This will ease the strain. Better now?
Zayne.
The suppressant won't last long. We need to leave now.
Fluctuations. It's metaflux.
Look out. Fire.
You're still here. How delightful.
Chessboard pieces up.
Of course we would survive. If you take another step, I can't guarantee you'll get out of this alive.
Dr. Zayne, a hunter firearm can't kill a human, but a wanderer can.
Oh my gosh! What the? What? Oh my gosh, Zayne! This is so cool. Woo! This is the best thing I've ever seen! They cooked! They cooked!
Then, he underestimated us. Watch your heart. 30% of your evil should do. In your case, humans. Extreme measures.
That is the... Wow. This... Amazing. Beautiful. Oh, mwah. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss, guys. Holy shit. I can't really be too excited, but like right now, it's still morning. I'm tired. Oh my gosh, a new
You'll
arena!
depart when you're ready.
Whoa!
Let's see a successful specimen.
Okay, this is a new thing.
Combined strength.
Here I go.
Oh!
You won't escape.
It's getting ready.
Oh! What the fuck is this?
Watch out.
I'm okay.
Zayne!
Let's take it down first. This is a successful specimen?
Self-declared successful specimen. Keep your distance.
Please, 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 please.
My turn. Recovered already? How tiresome. Eat this. Zayne.
Zayne!
Here it comes. Leave it to me.
Try to find the truth in these endless.
Whoa! Wait! No! Wait! What? No! Where are you?
Struck with our combined strength.
Here
What
I go.
the fuck is this?
Bring it on.
Seize this chance. I'll send it
Let's
on
get
a
them
journey.
all in one strike.
It's final journey.
Oh my god!
Only delay
This is
to
so
the
cool!
Now
There
you
you
can't
are!
escape.
There you are!
Victory is within reach. Keep your distance, or else you'll get hurt.
No! What the hell? What is this?
Watch where it's
Are you
going.
kidding me? No! Ah!
I'll
Wait.
show you.
With our combined
Get rid of it!
strength.
Get rid of it now!
Here I go.
Wait! Ah! Okay,
Proceed
we
with
got one of
caution.
his barriers unblocked. Another one! Another one!
Struggling is futile.
Come on! We got one more! One more!
Here it comes. Leave it to me.
Please, 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 please,
It's
please.
your turn. It is weak.
Got it
Now's our
broken! Yes!
chance.
Let's go!
It is falling apart.
Get it! Get it
Go
out!
back to the pit you
We finished it in one
We
attempt.
got it!
And it wasn't messy.
Did I get 3 stars on that one? Please? Oh, I had to win it in 90 seconds? Are you kidding me? Ugh. I'll try again later, okay? I'll try again later. That was so cool. That was so cool and new and wow. I loved every second of that. Loved every second. Ugh. So cool. After using up almost all of my ammunition, the Wanderer finally crashes to the ground, but this isn't the end. What do you mean ammunition? If it's an energy protocore gun, you can like get infinite bullets. What the fuck do you mean? Is it because the ammunition is the amount of energy needed? This has like infinite bullets where you can only like do for a certain amount of time? What the fuck? That doesn't suit with how the fights go on. That's weird. That is weird, guys. The sound of regenerative flesh. Oh, it's regenerating! Are you kidding me? Flesh echoes throughout the building as the crystals on its body rapidly retract. It's as if they're being devoured. In just a few seconds, the Wanderer has completely regenerated and takes on Benedict's appearance. What?
Wait for an opening first. Then we'll retreat. There's no point in continuing this fight.
Zayne is right. Benedict isn't our primary target right now. Just now, something about Zayne seemed off. That flash of black crystal, the killing intent, the cold indifference in his eyes. Hey! Cold indifference in his eyes. It's all vanished in an instant. Maybe I imagined it. A strange unease wells in my... Hey! Stop! Hey, you! Tabarnak! A strange unease rises in my chest, and there is no time to dwell on it. Okay. Come on. Please? Hi, Zayne. Okay. I fire my last bullet at Benedict at the greatest white mist that fills the reception hall. There's another good example of seamless coordination with Zayne.
Now's our chance. Go.
Zayne! Oh my god! With the Ultram at our heels, I lead Zayne toward the strongest energy signature I remember sensing in the building. Have you noticed how the Ultram are getting stronger? They're practically like living weapons. Could it be that after their consciousnesses are eroded, these failed test subjects are turned into tools that can be commanded? After taking down another Ultram that tried to attack us, I run towards towards a corner. The strongest energy signature was right behind the door. Huh? Where's the door?
Watch out.
As Shrost immobilizes the guard who tried to ambush us, Zayne stands back to back with me. Both of us are on a high alert. Part of the layout has changed again.
If this place is a projection, then changing the layout would be the quickest way to hide the energy core's location.
Ugh, this is annoying. I have to find the energy signatures again.
Remember to not let your energy overload your heart. I don't have any more stabilizing injections.
Speaking of which, where did you get the one you gave me?
Knowing how a certain Miss Hunter tends to overuse her evil, I came prepared.
Of course! When you restrained me earlier...
It was because you were too strong.
What do you mean by too strong? What? Would we have not let him if he did not restrain us? What? I place my hand on the wall. Energy surges through my veins as my sensing ability is magnified. The location becomes clearer. I'm certain the energy core is being held on the top floor. Follow me. I found it. Follow me. Okay. The last Ultram is knocked down into the area below. Only me and Zayne are on the top floor. I'm really good at acting, by the way, guys. At the end of the cold white corridor stands a single door. It's as if our only option is to move forward. This is it. Zayne and I exchange a quick glance before swiping Carter's ID card against the scanner.
Welcome to the Energy Core Control Room, Dr. Carter.
It's the same voice actress as Simone. I like it. Once the control room closes, a layer of ice covers it. Thick cables run across the area, and they all converge on the central energy pillar that emits a luminescent blue light. It's being powered by a protocore. In all of its glory, this is Ever's grown jewel in the industry of protocore technology. Is that what it is? It looks huge. In the energy pillar if the energy pillar is destroyed, all ongoing experiments will immediately cease. In other words, Karen, who is currently undergoing an examination, will remain trapped in her cocoon. It could potentially cause irreversible damage to her body.
Are you worried she might regret her decision?
Maybe. Oh! Wait. Normally our choices don't really matter in this game. What the fuck? Wait. Usually our choices don't matter. Hold on. Do we get separate endings? We did try separate endings when we got Catch 22, so, this is a good, No, we came all the way here just to destroy it. We might as well. I can't betray her trust in me, or rather, I believe in her choice. I remember the first time I held Karen's hand. It was thin, delicate, yet surprisingly strong. Zayne raises his hand and hurls a shard of ice toward the luminescent energy. What? Luminescent energy pillar at the center.
Zayne, wait!
Wait, he got unfrozen? Zayne, what did you do? Carter's voice rings out from the overhead speakers as surrounding glass walls instantly become transparent. I can see Carter has arrived. Catching his breath, he's standing in the reception hall we were in earlier.
Zayne, leave this place, and don't you dare destroy that energy core! Do you remember how much time and effort we put into this?
Without a hint of emotion in his eyes, Zayne gives Carter a slight nod. Amid the chaos, Benedict calmly stands amid the behind the crowd. He smiles as he raises his hand to his ear.
You dropped your facade sooner than I expected, Dr. Zayne. Is it because of your sense of duty as a doctor, or a resolve driven by guilt?
Believing that you can guide humanity's fate so you can control life and death is the epitome of arrogance.
Isn't thinking you have the right to stop any experiment that crosses the boundaries of life just as arrogant? This is what the people in our era want. And in just a few centuries, or maybe even a few decades, history will remember this moment.
You have no right to speak of such things.
Yeah, for someone who literally became a wanderer and tried to kill us, yeah.
Why don't we watch and see how the future unfolds?
Oh yeah, Benedict! Oh yeah, why don't you just turn into a wanderer in front of everyone just so everyone can see what happens when you're a successful patient, you fucking bastard!
Even if you've stopped Ms. Karen's
Oh my
experiment and
fucking
prevented
God.
the press conference today, you can't stop the tide of progress.
It's more or less the same rhetoric. Why did everyone ever attend the same corporate seminar or something?
Ah yes. I have one more question I'd like to ask you, Dr. Zayne.
The static in the comms channel suddenly falls silent and cuts off Carter's angry shouts. I would like to hear that angry shout, and just so that I can cuss him off, you fucking esti de tabarnak, de esti de sacrament, de esti de coulis. All I can hear is Benedict's steady voice tinged with amusement alongside his breaths.
Back then, why did you choose to destroy something that could have shaken or even changed the world?
Because he saw what became of those rats in the lab! Oh my fucking God! Zayne, tell him! Tell him, Zayne, come on! He asked the exact same question as I did. A sense of unease stirs as I glance at Zayne, who's maintaining his usual composure. He is so stoic, man!
It couldn't be controlled. Any action beyond our control leads to unpredictable consequences.
Maybe it's because he uses evil too many times in quick succession. Delicate ice crystals are steadily creeping up Zayne's forearm.
Uncontrollable. I see. Your rationality is an absolute, the very thing that drives you to eliminate any possibility of losing control. It affects the smallest things about yourself to the greatest matters of this world. That's why you killed William at Mount Eternal back then, yes?
Do not talk about his trauma like that. Oh! Crystal! Oh my gosh! MC just now discovered that. That's what happened to William.
You really are capable of such cruelty. You struck down your mentor and friend who fought beside you.
He was turning into a wanderer, Bennett.
Even I would have hesitated.
Cut to the chase.
Oh, Zayne is getting... A long time passes before Zayne's voice breaks the silence. Although his tone remains calm, his ragged breathing gives him away.
You're here to atone for your mistake. That much is certain. But you also wish to uncover what you think is the truth. For example, surely there must be an explanation for why those Alterum look so much like everyone who died at Mount Eternal.
In the tense undercurrents of this moment, a harsh truth slowly surfaces.
I'll tell you, those people at Mount Eternal were this experiment's first batch of failed specimens. Your companions, William, all your guilt and suffering, I'm the one who caused it.
You bastard! Oh! He's the... No! No wonder you look so ugly looking. His tone is almost nonchalant, yet every sentence is like a knife straight to the heart.
A discovery that could have shaken the world to its core, abandoned because of a moment of cowardice.
You were there at Mount Eternal. You're the reason. Oh, Zayne, you better kill him. You better
made their
kill
deaths
him.
as meaningless as those of the failed Alterum.
A wave of frost surges throughout the room. A bone-chilling cold creeps. Oh, hey, let me read that. Let me read that. Infold, please. A bone-chilling cold creeps up from the floor. I did not put it in automatic mode. The windows, walls, and floor are sealed under thick layers of ice. They form intricate crystalline patterns. That looks like a cool photo. I am keeping that. Thank you. Wait, no, where's the white thing I get around him? Oh, Zayne! With each breath, the veins on his neck throb as black ice crystals spread rapidly across his skin. It's like they're trying to devour every last bit of his life force. This isn't the Zayne I know. And this is the merciless Grim Reaper who emerged from the depths of hell itself. Oh, I hope he remembers us. Oh no. Curse of memory. Oh my god. What will I do when it's Raphael's turn in this? Oh no. Oh no. The door that had been sealed in with ice burst open, leaving having completed their transformations into wanderers. The Alterum try to overwhelm us like a tidal wave. As soon as they get close, sharp icicles pierce their chests. The shards of ice then explode outward like a violent storm. More Alterum advance. They crush the fallen ice crystals beneath their feet as they crawl over corpses to reach us. Oh my god, it's just like in that movie not Maze Runner, like the last movie of Maze Runner, when the zombies were like climbing up that wall and they were like climbing on top of the other corpses and stuff. That reminds me of that. All of the Alterum open and close their mouths in unison. They stutter and produce these unsettling sounds. Oh, I don't want to hear that. No matter how hard he tries, Zayne can't make out what they're saying or see their faces clearly. The nightmare wraps around his body like a phantom. It coils behind him and whispers fate's curse into his ear.
Aren't you a doctor?
Am I going to die?
Pay
for this.
I didn't sacrifice everything just to become someone ordinary and powerless.
One day, you will hurt her.
Astra, you fucking bastard! He clutches his chest and feels as if the icy wind stabbed it. He stares in the corner of the tent, fluttering in the snowy gale with a distant, otherworldly gaze. William, who had just finished a surgery, pauses in surprise. Then he smiles and holds out his hand toward him.
Nightmare? If you can't sleep, then we can go for a walk.
He has the same voice as Caleb! Yeah, but it's not nighttime. Everything that just happened, it seemed to have been a dream. He stares at his fingers, the blood, the girl's shocked expression. It was all just a dream. It was just a dream.
It's unfortunate we couldn't save the patient today. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Oh god.
Back when I was doing research, failure meant you could always try again. But as a doctor, lives will only give you one chance. You know, I had these exact same feelings during my first mission as a military doctor.
Oh. The polar night hasn't disappeared. Fuck, why did I touch the screen? The dark blue sky appears to be almost within reach. The desolate land covered in a blanket of snow is always magnificent.
It took me a long time to realize that what we have to face isn't just the loss of a life and death itself. The way they look at you in their final moments, it's always the same. Time and time again. You'll have to see their fear and desperation when they're about to die.
William is deep in thought. Then, as if remembering something, he turns to Zayne and smiles.
By the way, did you hear my final plea when you killed me?
No, Dr. Zayne, my baby! Oh! He stares blankly at William's distorted face, and in the very next second, ice... Ay! Why? Ice shards have already pierced his chest. Once again, he sinks into the dark abyss of his consciousness. There are more of them. They're actually using the Ultram as weapons. I roll and find an opening in the wall of Ultram that's protecting Benedict. I aim the gun at him. But before I can pull the trigger, brilliant ice flies toward Benedict. Kill him! Kill him! Benedict smiles. He crushes the ice shard embedded in his chest.
You're different from the man I was talking to earlier.
Oh, he noticed.
I must say, you're skilled at saving and taking lives, Dr. Zayne.
With a slight gesture of his hand, the Ultram freeze in place like marionettes. They withdraw like receding water, as if they received a silent command.
I hope you'll find your true path after our candid discussion.
Zayne? Zayne, no! Dawnbreaker! Oh, no! No! Soon enough, only two of us remain in the vast, cold control room. Ignoring everything else, I rush past the dissipating ice crystals to Zayne and cradle his face in my hands. Zayne! Zayne, look at me! Listen to me! Zayne! No matter who Benedict is, I'll always keep a bullet just for him, starting today. Zayne's labored breathing shows how intense the pain is. The black ice crystals emerge from his neck and continue to spread out. His ice-cold fingers are slowly slipping away from my palm. You need to wake up from this nightmare right now! Resonate with him, MC! Do like last time! His hands that saved countless lives should never be stained with the pain and guilt that don't belong to them, especially not because of scum like Benedict. Zayne, you have to! You have to. No, wait! These few seconds feel like centuries, and then he finally raises his head to look at me. He slowly tenses. I see myself reflected in his icy gaze. Zayne? Pain answers me instead. My consciousness shatters as I drift into the warm embrace of unconsciousness. Before everything fades, distant memories regroup and flood my mind. The ground is littered with the remains of wanderers. They're slowly dissipating. Meanwhile, shearing pain burns my chest. Stop! Give it! I don't like this one. Struggling to push myself up, I see my blood-stained hands are small and thin. Did this happen when I was little? I look up. There's a young man with a familiar face, but his expression is frighteningly cold and foreign. While I'm dazed, his face merges with Zayne's present-day appearance. They, from my memories and reality, approach me step by step.
Your existence is a mistake. You must be eliminated.
It's as if black frost has covered his eyes, having materialized in his raised hand. Sharp ice crystals hurled themselves at me. At least kiss the brick before you throw it at me, what the fuck? The next day, the pristine sanatorium stands tall, immaculate and serene. It's been restored to the point where yesterday's attack might have never happened at all.
Wherever and whenever you need us, we will provide you with healthcare services of the highest quality.
In the courtyard, a gentle breeze caresses the grass, kissed by early morning light. A cocoon hangs on a delicate, swaying flower stem. The faint sounds of struggle can be heard from within. Light reveals the outline of tightly folded wings behind its translucent walls. Moist and tender, it breaks free from its cocoon, and in the refreshing air of rebirth, those wings slowly take to the skies. Did Zayne just kill us? Oh god. My heart constricts as sharp pain courses through every fiber of my being. My consciousness sinks into a blurry darkness. Footsteps that are close by sound distant, as if they're muffled under a glacier. Zayne, is that you? He stops in his tracks as if he heard me. He doesn't take the candy or freeze the melting popsicle I offer him.
Stay away from me! I'm sorry.
Oh my god, baby! A box sits on the doorsteps. The wisps of cold air drift inside it. In the box lie 3 misshapen snowballs, the remnants of when Zayne was still learning how to use his evil as a kid. Really? Zayne knows I got hit with ice when watching the seals, and now he made snowballs to tease me. I heard footsteps. Did you already leave? I don't see anyone nearby. As I hold the box close, an unexpected sense of loss washes over me. I want to say his name, but something catches in my throat. It silences my voice. Oh my... Zayne! I managed to finally call out his name, yet when I open my eyes, I find myself staring at a dimly lit ceiling. As my foggy consciousness slowly clears, I realize I'm lying down in a room at Exo Hospital.
Due to Miss Karen's poor health, Ever's press conference for today has been cancelled. Mr. Benedict, the director of Val Sanatorium, stated that the patient's well-being takes precedence over the event.
A hand waves before me. Its owner's lips move as they say something I can't make out.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Looking down, I see my wounds have been bandaged and the pain has mostly subsided. I sit up to take Yvonne's hand. Where's Zayne?
Oh, you're awake. Thank goodness you're okay. You had cardiac energy overload and some minor injuries when Dr. Zayne brought you in. We asked him what happened, but he wouldn't say anything. He stayed in this room until your vital signs stabilized.
As she speaks, Yvonne leans in. Her expression becomes more serious.
I heard from Grayson that Dr. Zayne went to the director's office to submit his resignation letter.
What?
There was a loud commotion in the office. I've never seen the director that angry before. He didn't approve it and gave Dr. Zayne an extended leave. Then he told him to go home and think things through. He wouldn't say another word about it. Dr. Zayne didn't hesitate at all. But before he left the hospital, he asked us to take good care of you.
Oh my god. So that's why people were doing comments in the, on Love and Deep Space thing, right? I was on Instagram earlier and this morning and I was looking through and I saw people saying, oh my gosh, right after his resignation. I'm like, what do you mean resignation, right? And people were crying and everything about little chibi version of Zayne while he was working at Exo Hospital and talking about he had plushies in his office because of the kids and everything and pediatric thing. And Oh, so that's what they meant. That's what they meant. Oh, God. I try to force myself to smile, but I can't. Only one thought is in my mind. Find him.
Wait, you can't just... Oh no. Please, be careful.
I'm sorry. We haven't seen him.
Sorry, we haven't seen anyone who matches your description.
Dr. Zayne. A few days ago, he said he'd be traveling to remote... Oh, you must be that young lady. This is our new menu item for today. Would you like it to go?
Wait! Dr. Zayne already paid for it!
Zayne's home, his favorite dessert place, the cafe near Axel Hospital. I visited every place I could think of. But there was no trace of him anywhere. Late into the night, I enter the passcode to his house again. I'm clinging onto one final hope. The room is shrouded in darkness. Snowflakes drift through the gaps of the floor-to-ceiling windows.
The number you have dialed is currently unavailable. Please try again later.
He did not even take the time to actually create a voicemail? Ugh. Memories that are no longer dormant slowly flood my mind again. I've seen those black ice crystals and that pained look on his face before. In my childhood memories, Zayne moved away while carrying a heavy, unspoken guilt. This bad habit of disappearing has existed even back then. I hear a faint whimper in the cold. I raise my head and rub my stinging eyes to see Chi-Chi. It's you. As if he understands me, Chi-Chi leaps on the sofa and gently places his paw on my knee. I feel like I've tried everything, but I still can't find him. I hold Chi-Chi close, my trembling voice barely above a whisper. I didn't realize it cracked until now. Please, can you help me can you help me one more time? Take me to him. Time passes. Then Chi-Chi obediently jumps down, sniffs the blanket on the sofa that carries Zayne's scent, and runs toward the half-open door. In the darkest hours of the night, it's snowing again. Large snowflakes dance around the glowing streetlights. They settle on rooftops, streets, passing cars, and the shoulders of pedestrians. After running for a long time, Chi-Chi stops in front of a pitch-black fence. He circles it a few times before signaling me to follow him. Where am I? The streetlight illuminates the faded writing on a sign this is a public cemetery in Lincoln City. It's also the final resting place for those who have no place to call home. Chi-Chi quickly vanishes into the darkness. I steel myself before running after him. Well, I mean, he looks like he's ready for a funeral. As soon as I see that familiar figure, my heart leaps violently in my chest. Zayne! He stands in the snowy night, his coat billowing between black tombstones, like he's like a ghost who has nowhere to go. I understand why he left the moment I see the names on the tombstones. He chose to imprison himself in this nightmare. He wants to atone, to seek redemption for the monsters he killed. I hurry to his side, but when I try to call out his name, it gets stuck in my throat.
Why are you here?
Questions overwhelm my mind, but I don't know what to ask about first. You chose to disappear without a word. You didn't even give me an explanation.
These graves belong to the people who died by my hand. I don't believe their deaths were unjustified. Do you think I'm here because of guilt? I'm not standing in front of them for repentance, let alone the atonement you're imagining.
When you almost raised your hand against me, based on your judgment, did that mean I was also Did that mean I was also someone who needed to be killed? He doesn't evade the question. He nods without any hesitation. So this is why you submitted your resignation letter to Axel Hospital. You haven't even healed my heart yet, and you're going to leave just like that? You told me not to change doctors on a whim, but can doctors abandon their patients whenever they want? A complex feeling crawls up in my throat to my tongue as emotions bubble up like boiling water.
I first met you when I came to Oxo Hospital. I was 12 at the time. Dr. Noah was a close friend of your grandmother, and I was told to look after you. You were afraid of me back then, until I used my power to keep your popsicle from melting. When things finally settled down after the Chrono Rift catastrophe, my parents asked if I wanted to move somewhere else. I hesitated for a long time. I was worried I wouldn't be able to see you anymore. But then that incident happened, and I actually hurt you. You were unconscious and bleeding heavily. When I realized what happened, I couldn't understand why I did it.
He closes his eyes for a moment. When he opens them, his expression is as serene and as calm after a snowstorm. It's like he finally woke up from a year-long nightmare, only to discover that the nightmare has become a reality.
That was when I realized I could lose control of my power. And not being in control can lead to irreversible consequences. It's why I chose to leave without saying goodbye.
The truth pierces my heart like needles. Words are stuck in my throat.
Perhaps I chose cardiac surgery because I wanted to heal your heart. Or maybe I wanted to make amends for what I did back then. Even I don't know.
He keeps his gaze lowered and his voice is as soft as melting snowflakes.
But I didn't hesitate when I chose the field of medicine. When I first recited the Hippocratic Oath, I truly believed I would become a good doctor. I believed I would save many people, including the one I had hurt before.
It doesn't seem like he noticed my obvious shock. Zayne just gazes calmly at the weathered gravestones.
Until that night on Mount Eternal, when I killed William.
But you didn't have a better choice at the time! Once again, he lowers his emotionally detached gaze.
Do you really think a killer can be a doctor who saves lives? If something like this happens again, you might regret the fact that you tried to keep me close.
This poor man! Oh my god! Oh my goodness. This is not the A. Oh my god. Well, it's for what we should have expected, right? Because it's Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker is filled with angst and oh my goodness. It is crazy how well Infold did so well into making Dawnbreaker and normal Zayne come together like this and not made it weird or anything and they made an actually good story plot line and everything and oh my god. Are you saying your nightmares are destined to become reality? Will I turn into a monster that needs to be killed one day? I didn't expect him to answer, yet he shakes his head.
I don't know.
So are you avoiding me because of logical reasoning? What about your feelings? If we're going to be if we're going by pure logic, then now is the time. Do it, Zayne. What are you afraid? Or is this something you don't want to do? Looking at his calm, aloof expression, I find myself beyond the point of rationality. Whatever you do today, I won't have any regrets.
But I would.
Snowflakes land on my eyelashes. They turn his figure into prismatic fragments that are like ripples in the darkness.
I'm certain that if I were to truly hurt you one day, it would be the greatest regret of my life.
I'm just thinking of all the other 4-star memories and all the other, like... Oh god. I was a theater kid and I'm good at acting, but god damn it, this story, this game. Oh, god. I'm so glad I decided not to wear makeup today, because holy shit. Oh my god. The snowflakes fall as if they're floating through the cosmos. They land on us and the gravestones. We stand in silence. Neither of us exchange. Fuck you, man. Neither of us exchange. Hey, mosquito. No, you better not. Alright, got it. We stand in silence. Neither of us exchanges a single word. Oh. Oh. After that day, rumors related to Alterum and Dawnbreaker faded away like melting snow. These pure white specks were but fleeting visitors. The city awakens in daylight, and once again, it's immersed in its bizarre flood of information. The Spatium Core's energy remains concentrated in my chest. It's like a seed that's emerged with my flesh. It faintly echoes with my heartbeat. I know these ether cores connect my past to my future. They're linked to the secrets hidden in deep space. Yet I wonder what fate awaits the Alterum, Zayne, and me. Ever won't give up on the Fountain of Atay they've carefully cultivated. They'll continue to weave their dreams of immortality. But they were right about one thing. The cycle of life and death is an inescapable truth. The constraints of matter break down, and the shackles of time and space gradually dissolve. Countless civilizations rise and fall among the stars. Because of the laws that guide entropy and dissipation, Earth's magnificent radiance will eventually fade. Humanity's long, undisturbed period of exile will also come to an end. I wouldn't understand that until much, much later. The Creator had planted foreshadowings in an era predating life itself. Is there another chapter after this? I thought there were 4. Sorry, Mom. Oh, I'm at the last one. Oh, you fucking... Oh! What? 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 I have so many questions! Oh, God. How will this end? Ah! Oh, God. What will this make afterwards? What? Okay. Alright, I guess we should end this now. Yep. Let's just finish this with Foreseer then. Oh, gosh. Should I re-react to the Foreseer myth just so I can know what happens next? Because, like, oh my god. And also, my food is probably cold now at this point, but seriously. Ow, my tummy hurts now. I need water. Oh, it's... Same one.
This location
oh,
needs
shit.
to be purified.
Alright.
Well done. Proceed with caution. It's your turn.
No problem.
It is minor.
Now's our chance.
Hello.
Bring it on. I'll show you.
I'm impressed by your skills. Come at me.
Together.
It is these threats
All
are
right.
only temporary.
Melting
Oh,
like
my belly
snowflakes.
hurts so much. Why are these like little thingy, like the things I'm eating, like hurts my belly so much? Like why is it like this? Ah. I know it might look weird a little bit like this. I look like I'm on the side now, but you know, just gonna keep it like this so that I can, yeah. Okay. Let's do this. I love you. Oh no.
Perhaps this is a trial.
I feel like
Come at
the
me.
next storyline of the main story, it's going to be Xavier and then Raphael, I'm guessing. Because Xavier and Raphael will probably coalesce and everything, because I feel like
Well done.
in Raphael's myth, he was, we were the
It can't
princess of
even be
Delos, and
considered.
we
Come
were
at
like
me.
the sacrifice of some
Together.
kind. And since
Now's our
me,
chance.
since Raphael and Xavier will
It was
be like
just a
together
scratch.
like that in like this,
Zayne.
Threats are only temporary.
that looks so badass.
Melting like
Anyway,
snowflakes.
so like Xavier and Raphael. If this is going okay, who do you think would be next? I'm sure there will be another part with Zayne, because why would Infold let us be in bad terms with Zayne? This doesn't make sense. Anyway, this would not make sense if audio equip. Yeah, might need to give him my protocores. Come on, get your protocores ready. Okay, he's got his protocores, and protocores. Alright, good. Oh, what about Gentle Twilight, for example? Wait. Gentle Twilight? Nope, he doesn't have his. Time to put him with Raphael's protocores. There we go, that'll give extra damage and will help with the battle faster. I'm just gonna put on automatic for now, and I'll talk about my theories, all right? Because I had a whole bunch of theories before, and I thought that if Xavier never actually appeared, like in the Deep Space Tunnel, and if he never appeared with the backtrackers, then us being in the Gaia Research Center,
We don't have
Zayne
much time. Let's make
according
this
to
quick.
this main story, Zayne killed us when we were a child, right? But that wouldn't make sense
your
because he
turn.
wouldn't have been an adult.
No
right?
problem.
We would still
My
been in
turn.
Ever's grasp if
Go
it
back to
weren't
the
for
pit you came. No.
Xavier, you know, like if it weren't for Xavier, you know, what is it? Like, how do I explain this?
I'm okay. Let's take it down first.
All right, I need
I'm
to take this
impressed
down
by your skills.
for myself.
Me too.
Victory, it's your turn.
No problem.
It is weak. Now's our chance. Keep your distance, or else you'll get hurt. It is falling apart. Threats are only temporary.
So,
Melting like
basically,
snowflakes.
I thought that it was because that Xavier time traveled that Zayne never became Dawnbreaker first, because I feel like Like, I thought that the reason why he never became Dawnbreaker was because Xavier appeared, and then the Hunters Association was created, and that in Dawnbreaker's universe, he was the only quote-unquote hunter, you know, deep space hunter, right? Because the Hunters Association never existed in Zayne's universe, in Dawnbreaker Zayne's universe. So I thought it was because this was an alternate reality where Xavier never appeared in that timeline. Because Xavier is a time traveler, right? So there must have been a time where Xavier could have been like normal human and whatever, and there could have been a time before Xavier went back in time, right? There could have been an alternate timeline, alternate universe. Because when you put time travel into something like this, into a story, there are two outcomes. One outcome where the person goes back in time, and the other outcome where the person doesn't. And when the person doesn't go back in time and they continue on their journey, that's when they start building the backtracker, like the Traceback 2. When they created Traceback 2, they were on Philos, and the world that led into becoming Philos was Earth before, because Philos is Earth after its demise, right? So what I'm guessing what happened is that the MC was still in the Gaia Research Center, right? Because she never escaped. Or maybe she did escape with Silas. And she stayed with Caleb for a while. And then afterwards, she would die and be reborn again and again, right? So what would lead to her being in Xavier's timeline and being a normal student, right? She would have lived with Josephine and stuff, and she would have lived with maybe Caleb as well. And after she dies and be reborn every time, why would every timeline lead to her either dying from another person, or dying because of an illness, or dying because of cryolysis or something like that? And what really does kill her? What does kill her when she was with Xavier in the anecdote? Hold on a second. Every time I read Xavier's anecdote, by the way, I cry every freaking time. It's just like the Petit Prince, okay? Every time I watch the movie called Le Petit Prince, which reminds me a lot of Xavier, which reminds me a lot of Xavier's story, I cry every single time. Mainly because the old man dies in the end, and I was like, no, that reminds me of my father, and then I started crying. But after that, I started not crying in the end, because I started no longer feeling sympathy for the old man, except that I started feeling very big emotions because of how, because of what it talked about, and about creativity, and about how, about how life is supposed to be lived and not controlled, and things like that, and I'm like, it's so interesting. This thing is so filled with so many questions now. I have so many questions now.
I do recall you addressing your gun as Cutie.
Is there a problem?
Not really. Though, I should only call you that.
Sorry, Mom! I screamed again. Oh my god, he just called me Cutie, and I'm like... So, anyway, I wish I could talk more about this, but unfortunately, I guess my tangent has to go for another video, I guess. But after this,
It's fine if you do not want to talk.
Shut up, Zayne. I am talking. I will be making a new video about Raphael's promise memory, because I got it not too long ago. And I am going to be reacting to it right now, I think. Yeah, I got it. And where is it? I never watched it yet. Banquet Ablaze. Oh, I will probably... Okay. I might... Okay, so, like, there's this one thing I learned about how, you know, there's people that got the, you know that previous event where we had the, like, the Oracle of Stars event? I wasted so many diamonds on that, I swear. It truly is a scam. I tried it myself, and it really is a scam. And I saw other people, getting it, and when they saw the memory, instead of a lady saying, "Hey, Raphael, next time, let's meet in Paris," turns out instead it's another dude that says, "Hey, let's meet another place next time," and I'm like, that is not how it went last time I saw that on YouTube. When I watched that 4-star memory on YouTube, there was a lady in there saying, "Raphael, next time, let's meet in Paris." And that made me incredibly jealous, and that made me like, I want to destroy that lady so much. And I'm like, haha, that lady, no. He is not going to cheat on MC for just some random girl saying, "Hey, let's meet in Paris. Let's meet in Paris." Hey, mon tabarnak. Hey, nous on parle français ici, là. Si t'habites si t'habites vraiment à Paris, là, non, mais parle français, tabarnak. Anyway, so, yeah. Basically, after this video, I'm going to be watching Banquet Ablaze. See you later, guys! Bye-bye!